All right. Another good evening. Saturday. Well, never mind. Sunday morning. Once again, gated community. Gates coming up. I was gonna go a little longer, but I got Panda Express and they're sending everyone to like a certain Panda Express. I hate it when the food delivery does that. Because if you don't know, it's all ran by AI. There's no one behind the scenes anymore. Everything is AI driven. So it sucks too, because for those Panda Express places, you know, obviously if you get there, they're all going to be nothing but lines. So it's like, man, this sucks. And most of the places for Panda Express drive-thru, they usually have a place where you can drive on through because their drive-thru is not in an enclosed area. So, which was very smart. I like it when they did that. So I just say, you know what? Screw it. I have already sat here more than 10 minutes. And let's just see what happens. So put excessive wait time. Yeah, sure enough, it said, sorry, thank you for being very patient. And then when I put cancel delivery, it just said, are you sure you want to cancel this delivery? I was like, whoa, this time it didn't freaking try to penalize me. Oh, if you cancel this, it'll go on your cancellation rate or whatever. Like, man, these crooked crooks. So I was like, oh, now I gotta wait for 10 minutes. I was like, man, I wish I knew that before. So, yeah. So if you do Uber Eats and you get there and you see a long line, do what you need to do. For me, I would just pull over and just sit there for 5 minutes. And obviously, if they get mad, just say you tried your attempt to get the food from inside to avoid the long line. So, but these days they don't call you anymore. Before they would call you like, oh, what do you? Oh, we see you're just making loops in the parking lot. It's like, yeah, because I'm trying to freaking find parking to this restaurant you sent me to that's very filled to the brim of customers. So yeah, of course I'm making loops around in the freaking parking lot. Yeah, it used to be really annoying when they did that. Like, oh, this is so, all of you are just trying to find a reason to get freaking a pay raise. So that was really annoying. I think that was Postmates that did that. But once they got bought out, yeah, it was a done deal. We'll have to deal with that again. With Uber Eats, no, I haven't had any problems like that. They never call. They just say, depending on what you're doing, they'll adjust the expected arrival time. And I think they said you have up to 30 minutes until it negatively affects you. So yeah. So yeah. If your rate is going down because you're waiting in those long lines or you're waiting excessively, yeah, just after 10-15 minutes, just cancel it. Because like I said, all it's doing is building onto you, and because now obviously when you pick it up, it's gonna, I think it gives you like 20 minutes when you get there, accept the order. You have like 15 to 20 minutes to get there. So, well, just dumb, because you never know how traffic's gonna be. Like here in Arizona, if you, that Grand Avenue I keep showing you, if I go on there when it's a freaking train time, I'm gonna be stuck at those trains because sometimes those idiots, they don't know what they're doing. They'll get the freaking train situated in the wrong manner, that they had to keep driving the train out and driving it in and detach cars and drive it out and drive it in and detach cars and reattach cars and drive it out and drive it in. So it's like, you can be sitting there for dang near 30 to 40 minutes, even an hour. So it's really stupid. Ever since they've gone AI driven, it starts to do predictions for you in your favor, which I've noticed. Yeah, right there it is. That Panda Express. Yeah, see, look at that. There's still a bunch of people lined up. Before it was open, you could go inside before 2 a.m. But now the freaking managers, they don't want to stay there till 2 a.m. So it's like, this is what a horrible business model. These freaking, I hate it when businesses allow their managers to have a personal life. It's like, no, that's not how it works. This is the corporate world. If you don't want to do corporate business, get out. There's the front door. Wasting our time. So yeah, if you work at that Panda Express, I'd go work at another one. Those managers, they just wanted to get out that door really fast. It's like, man, pencil whipping their numbers on the laptop, and then they just left. Like, man. And if you don't have an idea about it, just watch Bar Rescue and just watch what John Taffer does to those people. He'll tell them straight out, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Get out of here. That's literally how the corporate world is. People will lie to get jobs, and then sooner or later they'll get caught. Even in school districts, people will lie about their business background, and they'll get caught. Ain't no shame in getting caught. Sometimes you get yourselves into a job interview like, how the hell did I get to this? How the hell did I get to this job interview? When you only have an hour left before you have to drive through your interview, or an hour before you have to leave, an hour before your interview. So it's happened to me maybe once. Can't think of another time. I've been shown the door, so don't feel shameful. But I was glad I was shown the door by a woman that was wearing freaking some hot pink leopard skirt. And once I saw that, I was like, ugh. I know for a fact she ain't got no clean underwear on. I don't want to. Ugh. She had lipstick on her teeth and stuff. It was like, man, it looked like a sham office. Yep, then sure enough, yep, there it is. When she stood up to go walk to the door, she walked past me. I got a whoop. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. And she's like, oh, the interview is over. I was like, oh, no, I'm getting out of here. It was like, after you stood up and walked by, I smelled something in this room. And she got really pissed after that. They tried to call the police on me. But it was just their security guard. So all I did was just drive across the street. Yeah, and she came running out. She told me, you need to call the police and tell them to arrest this man for trespassing. And he was laughing. He's like, I can't do that because that's not our property. That's not your property. So even he was fed up with their crap. Because he was just looking at me smiling. I was like, oh yeah. And then he just told them to have a good day. So give me a call when there's a real give me a call when you think there's an emergency. little shower head, lady. Jeez. Spray it up up in there. Clean it out. Damn. Get all that grime out. Life will be better. And oh, he's just talking smack. No, I ain't talking smack. Watch those watch those TV shows about hoarders. They develop really strange bathroom habits. Even nurses develop strange bathroom habits. Certified nurses. There was this one lady where she was convinced that sitting on the toilet was killing her. So she just get her bucket and her freaking adult diapers, and that's how she did her business. And she threw it away. So when the psychologist came and saw that all, he just shook his head. It's like, no, it's like this is you're blocking. This is mental blockage. Well, what are you trying to avoid in life? Yeah, then the guy started yelling at her. It was a great episode. Yeah, there's a guy, and then there's a black female, white guy. There's a non-colored guy. You know, the perfect race guy. I'll say that. There's the perfect race guy, and then there's a black female. I think it was on TLC, Hoarders. Yeah, they're those two are really good. They really help people. Just like they just started shaking their head. Like, I like it when they're like, "All right, I'm just going to get personal now because you're not responding to anything I do." Like, dang. So. That's why I said we all know you're perfect. You don't need to remind us. We already know you're the perfect race. I need to get gas. I'll get gas later. Yeah, let's figure out. Let's get some. What the heck is this person doing the road? I hate it when they do that, man. Trying to act like they're intellectual and stuff. Like, you're just high. Get out of the road. I'll talk to y'all later.